children, I am Parakrama Galagoda. You all are welcome to the ITV educational channel. Today we are going to learn a literature lesson. Actually, when answering a question which appeared in a question paper, either in prose, poetry or novel section, our children find somewhat difficult to organize the answer. So it leads to a certain amount of marks deduction when he fails in frame the answer. Now here my attempt is today the prose. Under prose we have 4 lessons. Out of that I will select the an extract from the book called Wave. When answering a critical question, you have to be very careful. If you want to score higher mark in your answer, the main thing you have to concentrate is the structure of the answer. You can't write lengthy answers at a stretch starting from beginning to end, filling 2-3 pages. Okay? If you follow very methodical routine, a methodical method actually, you can write a good answer. First, I will explain how to write a good answer. The answer should compose of 3 sections. That is not a hard and fast rule, but anyway, you can follow this. First, there should be a clear introduction to the answer. Then, you go to the body of the answer, which is the most important. Then, the third part, you give a proper conclusion. So the answer will be quite effective. Now for an example, if we get this question, Wave is an extract from a book, written by Sonali Dalanegalana. The question is, the extract Wave describes how humans react in a disastrous situations like tsunami. Describe taking necessary points from the extract. If you follow the 3 steps I told you, introduction, body of the letter, then the conclusion, you can write a good answer. So my attempt is to guide you to write a proper answer using those 3 elements. Now, when it comes to the lesson, first of all, you have to think of the important points you are going to write related to the question. Related to what is being asked in the question. Now here in the question, you have to write how humans face in a disastrous situation like tsunami. That is the key point. Now most of the children do a very unwise thing. They just write the name of the lesson, Wave. Top of the lesson they write Wave, then go on writing on and then finally they finish 2-3 pages and finish the thing. So that means there is no proper organization. Their mind is on the lesson Wave. They are writing on Wave, but the question is somewhere else. So better at the top of the page you write the question in full. Underline the key point as I have given in the slide. Now you can see I have underlined the key point there. So after that, take a piece of paper if you find. Now in the exam, anytime you can have papers. So in a paper, now since this is a practice time, take a sheet of paper, just sketch a web-like thing. Quickly note down the points you want to write in the answer. Now I have given in my presentation, in one clip, the way how you should write the points. That is the key point. How humans react in a disaster situation like tsunami, it's given. So you are not going to spend more time on this. Remember, you are writing an answer for the exam. Okay? You jot down the points that comes to your mind, no need of any order. Just write. So these are the points I consider. Humans, at certain times, they do not take things very serious. So that is one point. And also, they want to share the experience they get, no matter how they are going to face such a disastrous situation. They want to share the experience. So in the lesson, there is an instant you can use it to prove this. And if I have again the slide here, they start reacting very soon So that is another point. Another point which supports this answer, people help each other in a situation like that. So the extending help you can use as a point to make your answer meaningful. And the strange people, even unknown people, they come forward to help you. Now in the extract, there is such a thing. So when I give you quotations which supports this answer, you will understand that part. So in a moment like this, people are capable of sharing even love with each other. No matter how the situation is so dangerous, they are capable of sharing love when they face in a crisis like this. And at certain times, the who are involved in the situation like this, they regret. The regret of the people, the regret of the loved ones when they escape from the disaster. So all those things, if you frame your answer using all those things, I think the answer will be colorful. So remember, taking down these points should be limited to 3-4 minutes. You have only 30 minutes time factor for you to write a complete answer. If you look through the slides, there are examples. When you write the answer, you have to prove the fact using a quotation. Then you can frame a nice answer. So in the introduction part, you can write a very brief note of the writer, and also, as I told you earlier, it's in a slide, you can refer to that. You can give a little bit of information about the writer, not full. Don't write lot of things about the writer, just 1, 2, 3 sentences will be enough. In the introductory paragraph, now think that you are writing under this question, you can write like this. Wave is an extract written by a Sri Lankan woman, Sonali Dharaniyagala. She lived in England and visited Sri Lanka to spend a vacation. When she was spending the vacation in a Yala hotel, in Yala National Park, the whole family, including herself, were caught in the tsunami tidal wave. So the extract tells us the way how she faced the tsunami wave as a personal experience. Now through that, we can describe how people react in a situation like tsunami. So you relate the key point of the question using a little bit of plot of the extract. Plot means the story in brief. Then you go to the body of the answer. The body may contain several paragraphs. Now in the slide there are 12 points I have given you. So take one point, write describing the point using the quotation I have given you and prove the fact. Then go to the next point, describe it, give an elaborate paragraph, use the quotation, prove it. Likewise, if you use the whole points I have given you along with the quotations, you will be able to write a very quite effective answer. As a final thing, when it comes to the conclusion part of the answer, you can write 1, 2, 3 sentences like this. When considering all the points I have given above, I can say how the people react in a disastrous situation like tsunami. So that way is possible for you to end the question. So the answer then will be very colorful. The introduction is there, the body of the answer in paragraphs with quotations and needed proving facts are there. The conclusion is also there. So the answer will be quite okay. Some children all the time raise question, sir, how many pages should we write to get high marks? Actually children, it is impossible to say. It depends on the writer. Some children write 2-3 pages, while other children write 1.5 pages. It depends on the performance of the child. But remember, you are given 15 marks for the essay type answer, 7 marks for the facts. Now all the facts I have gathered here in this lesson needed for the question can be used for 7 marks. If you write proper language, remember the other point, proper language, English with correct grammatical structures and with rich vocabulary. Vocabulary is also needed. A rich vocabulary is an essential thing in writing essays. And also the organizing. The organizing is already done by you because our starting paragraph is there. The contents are formed in several paragraphs. I called you the body of the answer. Then the conclusion. So the quotations are also there. That is organizing. For organizing also you get 4 marks. Likewise, you can write a better answer if you follow this. Thank you children for listening to this small lecture, and next time I will handle another part of the syllabus. Goodbye.